I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is Groundworks Ministries podcast. Today, we are reading from the book of Job, chapter 24, and let's focus on verses 22 through 25. Yet God keeps pulling the mighty along. They get up even when not trusting their own lives. However, even if God lets them rest in safety, His eyes are on their ways. They are exalted for a little while, and then they are gone. Brought low, gathered in like all the others, shriveled up like ears of grain. And even if it isn't so now, still no one can prove me a liar and show that my words are worthless. Job has been suffering the insults, the accusations of his friends, who hold to a theology that claims that God only punishes people who do evil, hardship only comes to bad people, and blessing only comes to good people. So amid such a caustic environment, Job in today's chapter gives evidence to the contrary of his friends' beliefs. Job 24, verse 12, men are groaning in the city, the mortally wounded are crying for help, and yet God finds nothing wrong. Job points to the apparent injustices that are in their midst. Why are y'all focusing on me? Where men who do wicked prosper and the righteous suffer. But Job goes further to suggest a reckoning is coming for his friends. Job 24, verses 22 through 24, yet God keeps pulling the mighty along. They get up, even when not trusting their own lives. However, even if God lets them rest in safety, His eyes are on their ways. He knows that they're not unrighteous. They are exalted for a little while, and then they're gone, brought low, gathered in like all the others, shriveled up like ears of grain. Yes, we will all die someday. Both the righteous and the unrighteous must face death. And to be honest, I'm not afraid to die. That's not to say that I want to suffer. I like what comedian Woody Allen said, I don't mind dying, I just don't want to be there when it happens. Well, it's just that believers shouldn't fear death. To be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. Job says that men should fear being absent from the body, but not in the Lord's presence. That's what you should fear. Don't fear dying and being with the Lord. You should fear dying and not being with the Lord. In truth, the wicked may die with millions in the bank, and they may have healthy children and smiles on their lips, but then there is judgment, an eternal separation from God for any who do not know Jesus in a saving way. What's money worth on the day you die? People who believe in heaven, they do so by faith. But the same is true for those who believe in hell. Interestingly, those who reject the Lord's offer of salvation also reject His right to judge sin. Oh, well, I don't think I need to be saved because I don't think there's going to be a judgment. So if you reject salvation, basically you're saying, I don't think God's going to judge me. Just because a person refuses to believe in God, Jesus, or to believe in heaven or hell, well, that doesn't mean that those things don't exist just because you don't believe in them. There's a guy who says, I don't believe in gravity. And he said, well, go jump off a cliff and tell me how that works. Because gravity is whether you believe it or not. Job is telling his friends that a reckoning from God is coming whether they believe it or not. Job chapter 24, verse 25, and even if it isn't so now, still no one can prove me a liar and show that my words are worthless. Heaven is a prepared place for prepared people, and hell is a prepared place for the unprepared. So, are you prepared for the reckoning? I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Groundworks Ministries operates entirely through financial donations from faithful people like you. And your giving to Groundworks Ministries transforms lives. It's transforming your life, I suppose, because you're listening to this podcast yourself. Would you help us by investing back into a ministry which is investing in your spiritual transformation? Would you consider making a donation to Groundworks Ministries today? Because we need your monthly support now more than ever. Donating is secure and it's easy at our website, groundworksministries.com. Another way to help is to tell people about Groundworks Ministries, right? And you get one of these podcasts or you get an email or whatever, take that link and share it. Share it with friends and families. Put it on your social media. And of course, we can always direct folks to our website, groundworksministries.com.